real quick. Let's see, where is it at? Where is it at? Usually I have this stuff together, so I apologize to you guys. All right, so I think that's good. Close this out and let's close that out. All right, maybe I got too many windows open. All right, I want to say thank you to you guys for showing up to our stream. This is your boy DJ Just Jay with Just Dimes ENT. We talked about this story literally within hours of it happening. So what I want to do is I'm going to give you guys a real quick update. So here's the story about this guy. So authorities say that Eric Holder is the prime suspect in this case in Nipsey Hussle's shooting death. And he has been captured, and we have that video footage. I'm going to show you guys multiple pieces of footage so you can take a look at that. And while you're here, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up, okay? As you guys can see, that's a picture of the Marathon Clothing Shop, which we got a chance to look at that here the other day. Now, Eric Holder, E-R-I-C, Holder, H-O-L-D-E-R, or otherwise known as, what's his moniker? Shitty Cuz or something like that. Like, I don't even know how you get a name like that. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, he's the suspected killer of Nipsey Hussle, and he has been arrested and is in police custody, the Los Angeles Police Department tweeted today. Holder is being held without bond. That is very, very key. He is being held with, yes, Miss Parker Lynn, that's his nickname. That's a weird nickname. But nonetheless, no bond, no bail. And I don't think he should be able to have one either, because this is a high profile case. As you guys know, this is eerie similar to the SH00TING case. And but they had to try to capture 4 different dudes. In this case, there's one suspect, and I believe they probably should also get the getaway driver. Because I'm gonna tell you guys, there was a case that happened in Oklahoma City recently, and there was a person that I knew that was shot and killed by a guy. They got into a fight outside of a club, and the woman drove him away from there, and she ended up getting arrested and charged with the same thing. So in this case, especially with this being so high profile, I personally believe that the woman should also be charged. What do you guys think about that? I think that she should be charged with the same thing, because I believe that she probably participated in this heavily, okay? Now, LAPD identified Holder, who is age 29, this guy right here, as the suspect who fatally shot Nipsey Hussle outside of his South Central Los Angeles boutique Sunday before fleeing on camera through an alley to a waiting car driven by an unidentified woman. And if you guys have her identity, I would love to put her identity out there, okay? Now, so you guys can email me at thesotopodcast@gmail.com. I would definitely love to know that information, because I know a lot of you guys in California probably know who exactly is connected in this. Now, LASD spokeswoman Nicole Nishida told the Associated Press that a man matching Holder's description was detained Tuesday afternoon in Bellflower. It's a city about 20 miles southeast of where Hussle was slain on Sunday. Now, during a Tuesday morning press conference, Police Chief Michael Moore said that the fatal shooting of Hussle was a result of a personal dispute, not gang violence, although authorities believe Holder has gang affiliations. 2 other men were shot during the attack as well. So Mr. Holder walked up on multiple occasions, engaged in conversation with Nipsey, left and came back. He subsequently came back armed with a handgun and striking and killing Nipsey Hussle, Moore said. An autopsy completed Monday revealed that the 33-year-old Hussle, whose real name is Armias Ashton, died of gunshots to the head and torso, and his death was then certified as a homicide. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a couple videos, but before I share them, let me give you guys the fair usage before I do that, okay? Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. What We're just moving a little bit slow here. Let me see if I can adjust this so you guys can see it a little bit better, okay? There we go. I'm gonna show you guys that in that aspect ratio, and then we'll change it.
I work at a mental health facility.
Oh, wow.
I work here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good thing you're late today, or you went out to lunch.
Is this him?
I think so.
This is the guy?
It's not positive yet, but it might be.
Oh my God, this look like him. This is the guy that everybody been oh my God.
See? Front row to the news.
Oh Jesus Christ. Oh my God, y'all. I work at a mental health facility. My friend called me and told me that the guy called and said that he was his name. That he said his name was Eric Holder. This nigga is at my job. The police.
We got more video footage, so hold on just a second. Let me get you guys another piece of footage. Let me see. Let's go with... Let's do this one. So hopefully you guys can see this. And then we'll play it again in its wide aspect.
For one guy.
Well, they went around the building still searching. How could we possibly be?
All right, let me widen it out just a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna be easier to see or not. It's probably not. And again, I want you guys to know his name, Eric Holder. He was wanted for homicide in the shooting of Nipsey Hussle. He was last seen in a 2016 white four-door Chevy Cruze with California license plate 7RJD742. And they asked that anyone that had information related to his whereabouts or this deadly shooting was urged to contact the South Bureau Homicide at 323-786
For one guy.
5100. Now, what the guy that's listening and filming this doesn't understand is who this guy is and who he actually was accused of shooting. That's what he doesn't understand. I mean, anybody that gets arrested should definitely lawyer up. I mean, you know, that's not necessarily going to make a difference, though. All of these things want to go off all at one time. Let me see. Let's give you guys... I'm trying to be careful which footage I play, but my computer's acting a little bit slow. Let me give you guys this one.
I work at a mental health facility. I work here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good thing you're late today or you went out to lunch.
Is this him?
I think so.
This is the guy?
It's not positive yet, but it might be.
Oh my God, this look like him. This is the guy that everybody been oh my God.
See? Front row to the news.
Oh Jesus Christ. Oh my God, y'all. I work at a mental health facility. My friend called me and told me that the guy called and said that he said his name was Eric Holder. This nigga is at my job. The police.
We want to show you this picture one more time. This is the man, the suspect wanted in the murder of Nipsey Hussle, Crenshaw rapper Nipsey Hussle. Now, this is Eric Holder. He was last seen in a 2016 white four-door Chevy Cruze with California license plate 7RJD742.
And that's the very latest information tonight. Anyone with information about Eric Holder related to his whereabouts or the deadly shooting of Nipsey Hussle, please contact LAPD. And earlier in Hyde Park, 19 people are injured during a vigil there for the rapper.
On Sunday at about 3:20 in the afternoon, Nipsey with two other males were standing in front of his store, as has been reported. That Mr. Holder walked up on multiple occasions and engaged in a conversation with Nipsey and the others that were there. He left and then came back and subsequently came back armed with a handgun and purposely and repeatedly fired, striking and killing Nipsey Hussle, as well as striking and injuring the other two. One requiring them to be hospitalized or transported to a nearby hospital, the other suffering a wound but was treated at scene. Mr. Holder, we have identified him through, at this point, the video available.
Somebody in the chat just said it doesn't look like the same guy. It's the same guy. It's definitely the same guy from all of the photos and things that I've seen. Now, the contrast is a little bit different. That's definitely the same dude.
Video evidence, statements, and information that were...
And to let you guys know, there was actually a better video out there, but I couldn't actually find the screenshot. But they actually have a great photo of him getting inside of the police car. And you saw the side of his face. It's definitely him for sure.
We're getting from our community. And I cannot thank enough that the community is the one who is helping us solve this case. As in every case, it is a community's engagement that makes our lives safer, that provides justice for these victims and their families. Mr. Holder entered the passenger side of a 2016 Chevy Cruze. It's a white four-door vehicle. Its license plate is 7 Robert John David, that's RJD 742. And the vehicle was driven by an unidentified woman. That vehicle was located in the alley adjacent to that mini mall strip center where it fled from the scene. We have, as the mayor indicated, we continue to seek the public's help and assistance.
Thank you guys so much, man. Y'all make sure to please hit that thumbs up. It'll share the stream and let other people know that we're live. So we just reached over 1,000 people. So if you guys would, if nothing else, just click the like button and help us out, and it'll share the stream, man. If nothing else, do it for Nipsey Hussle, man. Do it for justice for Nipsey Hussle. Hit that like button for your boy. Let me say thank you to Unique Laura, sending us some love your way, Jay. Thanks for all again that you do. She hit that link in the description box, so thank you to Unique Laura for donating to the show.
Twofold. People that were at that scene or have information from people who were at that scene that can help identify further and can provide us evidence of the persons responsible for this senseless murder. We ask that you call our South Bureau homicide detectives day or night. You also can use WeTip and Crime Stoppers and report anonymously. We're not done in gathering evidence on this horrific shooting.
Somebody asked if they shot at Nipsey's house. I have no idea, but I will tell you this. On some other stuff, and I'm saying this is alleged because I don't know if this is true or not. So allegedly, they were trying to find this dude so bad in the streets that allegedly 6 of his family members were murdered. And we're talking about Eric Holder, the dude that allegedly shot Nipsey Hussle. Allegedly 6 of his family members were killed because they were trying to get to him and get him to come out of his hiding space. From what we hear, we don't know that to be true at all or not. It's all alleged, but I'm just throwing it out there so you guys can know what's being actually said in the streets. If you want to know how to donate, Renita, all you got to do is just pick one of those links in the description box and click one. If you have a Cash App or a PayPal, if you click it, it'll bring you right to my name, and you just type in the amount that you want to donate. Anything 4 quarters and above is greatly appreciated. But that's for what we do here and what we stand for here on this channel all the way around. So not necessarily just for this story. That's for the entire channel, because we advocate for children first, but we want to show some love and support for Nipsey Hussle, because he was done very, very wrong and was taken out of this world, and he should not have been. Right? All right, let's go.
Secondarily, is we want the public to help us identify and apprehend Mr. Holder. Armed with a handgun, this senseless murder, this expression of violence represents that this is a man who is of a substantial risk to public safety.
Right.
And willing to use violence. And we want to see that stop. And we need the public's help in identifying him and to Mr. Holder, who I am.
Jewel, that's what I heard. That's what I heard, but I don't know that to be true or not. So until we can get an actual police report, I can't say whether they actually shot at Eric Holder's people or not. I don't know that to be a fact.
I'm confident.
But that's what I heard.
But is watching this and is listening to these media accounts as this is spread not only around this region, but around this world. I ask him to surrender, to find a local law enforcement agency, to go to a station and surrender, and to defend himself as he feels appropriate, but to stop this mess, to stop this from continuing. Let me comment just briefly in regards to the context of this increase in violence. So January and February of this year, this city averaged approximately 13 shooting victims a week. And that number, while it may sound high, is actually for Los Angeles Police Department, the Lost City of Angels, it was at and below last year's numbers and the year before, substantially. March, we saw that number double to 26 on average. And nearly entirely that increase was in 77th area of the South Los Angeles. 77th in January and February experienced just under 5 shootings a week. That number expanded to nearly 15 on average a week in the month of March. Much of it is gang. In fact, nearly all of it is gang related. Nipsey Hussle's death and his tragic shooting, I have no information today that has that involved in this other shooting violence. And
let me say thank you to, let me make sure I can say the name, to Jessica. I'm not going to say your whole name, but I see you right there. So Jessica, thank you very much. And also thank you to Gabriel, who also donated to the show. And thank you to Sharon, just hit us up on Cash App. So thank you to Jessica, to Gabriel, and Sharon. And we had one other one that came through PayPal just a minute ago from Unique Laura. So thank you guys. Anybody else that wants to show up and support, then feel free to use those links in the description box. Thank you.
That needs to be stressed. What we're seeing here is not just a shooting of a hip hop artist, a profound individual coming back to give back to his community. What I'm concerned about as chief, and I know our community leaders are as well, is we've got to continue to go at this recent increase in shooting violence, because it's not just a dispute over a personal matter. This is gang violence that we're seeing, particularly in South Los Angeles, but also on the west side.
He said they don't believe that it was gang violence, or he said he believes it is gang violence. But I'm going to tell you guys this. I don't think it was gang violence, because I'm going to tell you guys this. They say that Eric Holder is, let me see. They suggest, and this is alleged, that Eric may have killed Nipsey for not signing him to his label. And Eric was an aspiring rapper who went by the name Fly Mac, F-L-Y Mac, M-A-C. So you guys can look that up and find out if that's true or not. If you guys know if he was an artist or not, or if he was trying to be an artist, look that up and email me and let me know, because that would also give us a further motive, okay? They said they found his SoundCloud page and Instagram, and they left some links to check out his music, and we ain't gonna play his music on. Wow, okay, he is an artist. Guys, I have 2 links. I'll show you guys so y'all can see it. Let's see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get this on the screen for you. You guys see that? Let me make it a little bit bigger for you. Now, the police thought this was gang related. This could have just been music related. You guys see this? Y'all see that name right there? I'm not gonna click that because I'm not playing this fool's music on the show. So for the 2,000 people that are watching, do me a favor and click that thumbs up. This is proof that this dude was trying to be an artist. His name is Fly Mac, F-L-Y-M-A-C. Can you guys see that? You guys should be able to see that. Bounce to This is one of the songs, and Trippin'. So you guys can look that up on SoundCloud. Since he's arrested now, he's not going to have the ability to take that down. So you guys can actually go look that up and find out what he was actually doing as far as his music. Now, I will tell you this. People were saying, you know, is he a part of the gangs? Well, with a name like what he had, yes. From what I understand, that he was a part of a similar Crip gang that, that was similar to what Nipsey Hussle was in, which was Rolling 60s. But I will tell you this. Anybody that's familiar with the streets will tell you that Crip gangs tend to get into it more with each other than any other gang does. Like, there's more hatred and violence towards each other when it comes to just gang on, like, same gang violence. Usually Crips have more gang on gang, click on click violence than any other set or group does. And I know that to be a fact because it's true in Oklahoma. I've seen it to be true in Texas. No, I'm not promoting his music. I want you guys to understand. I'm not promoting his music. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you guys the actual motive. Did you catch that? Because the police are saying this is nothing but gang related. And no, it's actually not. This guy wanted to be a part of Nipsey Hussle's music group, and the dude told him, nah, I'm good. So if you think about it, if not only we have links to prove that he made music, and if his music sucks, then that also lets you know that more than likely that his feelings was probably just hurt. So he was probably just butthurt the fact that Nipsey Hussle didn't want to let him rap for him. Right. If I was promoting his music, I would actually play it on the show. I'm definitely not promoting that dude's music by no means. So don't get mad at me. I'm not promoting his music, but I'm just letting you guys know that's the actual motive. You're saying it's gang related, but I'm saying I don't think it is because of the fact that he obviously wanted to do music. Nipsey Hussle is a huge artist out of California, right? So if you're cool with him and you feel like y'all are buddies and all this kind of stuff, then why wouldn't your buddy try to put you on unless your music was whack? And if your music is whack, then that would definitely be a means for him to get upset about something. That's his own personal problem. So Eric Holder just sounds like that he was butthurt. We got about 2,300 people. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up for me while you guys are watching, okay? And I'm going to let the rest of this play out.
And in other parts of the city, that we need to redouble our efforts and keep working towards intervening and finding ways of resolving disputes without people resulting to a bullet with no name on it.
Right.
So with that, we're here to answer questions and concerns. And I remind, as the mayor had indicated,
I don't know why somebody's saying Nipsey's music is whack. I'll tell you this. You guys know that his music was nominated. His music was nominated. And I gotta say, that means that his album and his music is better than most of your favorite artists. You guys catch that? Most of your favorite rap artists. So the fact that he was winning awards and being nominated for such huge things, then I think that that tells the story itself. But I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm not only am I a DJ, but I'm an avid music lover, especially when it comes to rap music. Nipsey Hussle's music was good. It was very good. It was very unique. It was very straightforward. It had great beats. He had great samples. He had great stories. He had great cadence. He had great presence on the mic. I'm just saying, I'm not saying he was the best ever, but that's how I've always felt. I speak about that. I speak like that about people I really feel that way about. So shout out to my brother Kurt Dog. I've always said that Kurt Dog is one of the coldest people that I know when it comes to music, making his own music, his cadence, his flow, his sound. But it also resonates with people. When people say, man, I love that music make me think, that music make me dance, that music make me, you know what I'm saying, this and that. When music makes you go through emotions, then you know you've done a good thing. When you've laughed, you've cried, you've thought, made you want to get up and do a rap song, made you want to get up and dance, made you want to hear it at a party, made you get up and go ask the DJ for a request. You guys feel where I'm coming from? Nipsey's music was very, very good. My personal favorite is Crenshaw, the Crenshaw album, and the song H-Town is my favorite Nipsey Hussle song. Now I liked Victory Lap, but my favorite was Crenshaw, the $100 mixtape. That was my stuff right there.
That there's as we focus a lot of effort and energy in my remarks today and our remarks, that this still remains one of the safest times in Los Angeles. But we don't reach that safety by apathy or minimizing what we have in front of us. Each of these lives matter, and our commitment as a department, our elected officials, who I'm proud of their work and investment, our community and faith leaders, is that we're relentless and we will not give up in seeing that our communities are safe. Thank you.
Let me give a couple people a shout out real quick, because we had some people that donated since we've been live to the show. They're donating to the platform. Once again, I wanted people to understand that they're donating to the platform itself and not necessarily for a particular story. So I want to say thank you real quick to a couple people. To Joan P. said, love your show. Thank you very much. This is Beverly Jones in the chat. Says, sending you some love and respect. Thanks, Jay, for all that you do. Old lady that appreciates your hard work. Thank you very much. Unique Laura, thank you very much. To my guy, Gabriel, thank you, DJ. I appreciate you. To my guy, D Stram, great time in producing this video, bro. Thank you very much. This is coming from Crystal D. I want to say thank you, Crystal. This one comes from Sherry. Sherry is in the chat. I want to say thank you to Sherry. Real quick, let me say thank you to my brother, Relationship Rehab. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel and check him out. Salute, bro, supporting the show. Thank you very much to my brother, Relationship Rehab. Shout out to my brother, Tommy Sotomayor. And if you want to donate to the show, just look in the description box. You can click whether you have Cash App or PayPal or Venmo, and you could just click one, and just anything 4 quarters and above, you could just click one of those links and it'll take you directly. That's how you find me on there. And you should be able to just type in whatever number you want to type in. Let me say thank you to Miss Parker. They killed his, oh wow. Oh wow. They killed his grandmother and another close relative. I know of 2, not heard of 6. For you only do not need to read that portion. Let me see. I have deep reservations about this, and you're researching. Okay, so thank you very much. Definitely appreciate that, sister. You know who you are. Thank you very much. To my sister Cynthia. Cynthia took on a $5 challenge, so thank you very much. I appreciate that.
At this point,
Go ahead. I know there's Spanish media here. When we start questions and answers, but I'll say a statement in Spanish at the end for our Spanish media. Go ahead.
So at this point, our investigation, based on witness statements and the background of those that we've identified, we believe this to be a dispute between Mr. Hussle and Mr. Holder. I'm not going to go into the conversations, but it appears to be a personal matter between the two of them in regards to a dispute, and I'll leave it at that. I'm going to ask you to understand that we have identified Mr. Holder because based on yesterday, what we've learned in the first 24 hours, we believe him to be the responsible individual for this killing. And we have a responsibility as law enforcement to work and ensure that the public is made aware of that, as well as our officers and other law enforcement who may come across this individual who is armed with a handgun and willing to use such violence. We're working closely with the district attorney's office, and I do not wish to prejudice this case or undermine its success by going into too much detail relative to the facts and circumstances.
All right.
On Sunday at about 3:20 in the afternoon,
we get this next.
Nipsey with two other males were.
Why didn't they play the next video? Hold on, guys. Let me get this up real quick. There we go. I want you guys to just listen to this. I'm gonna cut this music down just a little bit for you guys, okay? So you can hear it real nice and clear. And I'm gonna turn my mic down. Just listen to this.
Nipsey confronted somebody earlier and let them know. I mean, what you even coming around here for? Not in no disrespectful way, but the facts of the matter is, wow, you a snitch. You a snitch. What you doing around here up here? So the guy leaves smoothly and come back. You know what I'm saying? For Nip, man, for that. And shoot other people in the process. But nobody gonna kill this man on no gang shit. This was a man getting confronted about his past, knowing that he was a snitch. Wow. And Nipsey still being the man that he is, let him move off with that. But, like, don't come around here, like, man, with that, you know what? And the nigga can handle that in his heart. Right. And he came back and touched this young brother, man. But that's what y'all find out in the end, because it ain't going to be hard to figure out, because the streets know this, like, where we at in the heart of where Nipsey from. You know what I'm saying?
Did you guys hear
Nipsey confronted somebody earlier and let them know. I mean, what you even coming around here for? Not in no disrespectful way, but the facts of the matter is, wow, you a snitch. You a snitch. What you doing?
But all I can tell you guys is this. I appreciate the fact that it didn't take weeks. I appreciate the fact that it didn't take months. I appreciate the fact that this did not go